Today, I will show you how to use rumble patterns to track weapons. This allows your XIM to automatically recognize the weapon you are using, plus assign the correct anti-recoil to it. This is the second of 2 videos. In the first one, I've explained all the basics that are required to understand today's video. Please watch it first if you haven't done that yet. You can find a link to it in the video description. To get started, you must first find out which of the following 3 cases your game belongs to. The first case is that the game uses one rumble code for all weapons. So whatever weapon is fired, may it be a pistol or a rifle, the vibration code is always the same. This is extremely rare and doesn't allow you to use vibration for weapon tracking. In this case, you must manually track and load your smart actions. I have shown the concept for that in the following video. A link to it can be found in the video description as well. The second case is that the game uses different rumble codes for every weapon class. So every pistol has the same code, but also every rifle or machine gun. Each class uses its own separate code. This is the most common scenario among console games. While this doesn't allow true weapon tracking yet, it still offers some very useful tracking advantages. And the last scenario is that every weapon uses its own code. This offers true weapon tracking. Sadly, this is very rare because it requires a lot of work for the game developer. The reason behind this is that they have to design unique vibration codes for every weapon, but in return, you can use them to automatically track every weapon. Since the first scenario doesn't offer any advantages, let me start by showing the setup for the second one. Rainbow Six Siege is an example for this scenario. Games like Siege allow you to use rumble codes to track and sync your loadout. This operator uses an assault rifle and a pistol, which means that there are 2 different codes, one for the rifle and one for the pistol. To save some time, I've already added an anti-recoil for the rifle and a rapid fire for the pistol. I will now create 2 groups and name them rifle and pistol. I will add the rifle group to my anti-recoil. And then I will add the pistol group to my rapid fire. After that, I will create a cycle set and place it onto the 1 key on my keyboard. When pressed, this key will activate the rifle group and deactivate the pistol one, and it will tie both groups to a cycle. Next, I will change the button with which I switch my weapon. That button should change the active group within the cycle. If this is a bit too complicated for you, then please watch the group tutorial from the video description. In that video, I've explained this in much more detail. What I have created now is a cycle set for my loadout. And by switching my weapon, I will switch between the 2 groups in the cycle. This is the most common way to combine a primary and a secondary. In short, this setup will load the anti-recoil of the rifle and deactivate it when the pistol is equipped. This setup has a flaw though, because it can get out of sync. If I, for example, go into the console dashboard, press my switch button and go back into the game, then I am out of sync. The XIM has switched the group, but my game is still on the same weapon as before. This is where rumble codes come into play. Because each weapon class has its own code, I can use these now to solve this flaw. For that, I have to create a new rumble binding. Next, I will record the code of the rifle class and save it to this binding. After that, I can add a cycle reset to this binding. Whenever I shoot my rifle now, my XIM will recognize this code, and as a result, it will reload my cycle. so it is impossible for the cycle to ever go out of sync. And even if it were to go out of sync, the vibration code will resync it again. To demonstrate that, let me redo the example from before again. I will go into the dashboard and press my switch button. My XIM will now be out of sync because the pistol group is loaded while the game still has the rifle equipped. But when I go back into the game and shoot, my XIM will instantly load the rifle group again because of the code it has detected. This setup will work for as long as your loadout consists out of 2 different weapon classes. And you can use this setup for any other weapon in the game as well. Just record the code of your primary weapon and use it as your reset button. That way you automatically reset the cycle if you are out of sync. Next, let's look at the third scenario where every weapon has its own code. Apex Legends is one of these games. The setup is much easier then. Currently, I have 2 different assault rifles equipped. And prior to this video, I have created an anti-recoil for each of them. To save some time, I have already assigned groups to them. The group names reflect the names of the 2 weapons. I now want my XIM to automatically load them whenever I shoot these weapons. For this to work, I must first set up my in-game settings in the following way. The vibration must be set to advanced, and adaptive triggers have to be activated. Otherwise, the game will not use unique codes for every weapon. I will now create a rumble binding for the first weapon and record its code. After that, I have 2 choices. The first one is to deactivate all groups in the beginning. After that, I only activate the recoil group from my current weapon. This is the most convenient way. However, if you prefer to have additional groups active at the same time, such as an orbital, then go for the following setup. Activate your recoil group and deactivate all other groups that should not be present. This will typically be your recoil groups. In my case, that is the group of my second weapon, as well as any other weapon group. As you can see, this is a bit more tedious, which is why I prefer the first version. Next, I will do the very same for the other weapon. You will see that its code is different. For the group activations, I will use the same concept as before, but with the easier setup. This time, it must of course activate the other group. Once that is done, I can switch my weapons as often as I want to, and each time I shoot my weapon, my XIM will automatically load the correct recoil setup. I could now add as many other weapons as I want to by using the same concept. Thanks to the unique rumble codes, my XIM would always load the correct recoil profile. This is how your XIM can automatically track your weapons.
So guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button or maybe even subscribe to this channel to not miss out on any of the upcoming videos. Also, contrary to popular belief, this channel is not an official XIM channel. I run this channel in my free time to bring you guys the latest XIM news and tricks. So if you want to support what I do, then maybe consider to join the YouTube channel membership. Channel members usually get around 1 to 4 weeks of early access to all new videos. Plus, we also have a nice little Discord to discuss XIM settings and other stuff. But that's about it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching and I will maybe see you in the next one.